I really like When Will I Be Loved, just because it's one of my favorite Linda Ronstadt songs, even though it's not an original of hers, but just like the connection of that song to Linda Ronstadt. Desperado, that connection to Don Henley and the Eagles, that song specifically is a really good arrangement. But then like Dedicated to the One I Love, one of our in-house arrangers and the inspiration for that song at Alan Gage's memorial. So like where that came from, and every time we sing that song now I get goosebumps. And then Jeff Kroll's arrangement of Holly Holy, which is really, really good. So there's a lot of favorites for me.
My favorite song in the show is Doctor My Eyes because of the congas.
I like all the songs.
There are so many great songs in this show that take me back to those days when I was in and just out of college, and they just remind me so much of back then, and I love it.
Blowing in the Wind.
My favorite song to sing in the show is without a doubt Feels Like Home, followed closely second by Dedicated to the One I Love.
My favorite song is probably Cats in the Cradle, just because it sounds so lovely.
My favorite song is Holly Holy, because for one, I didn't know it. I'd never heard it in my life. And then during one of our rehearsals at BUMC, we just all started singing, and it was so beautiful. We just sounded so good, and the blend was so amazing.
Feels Like Home. It's just a great song. I love the arrangement, 4-part. It's interesting because I never really heard it before. And so you hear this, just a soloist do it. And the 4-part harmony just chills me.
It was Desperado, and also to dance to I'm Still Standing.
Feels Like Home is my favorite one. I've been singing it for a while. My daughter and my son-in-law danced to that as their first song at their wedding. So I knew that song very well.
My favorite song is This Is Dedicated to the One I Love for 2 reasons. First of all, I think about, and I'm very lucky, I've got lots of loved ones, family, and friends that I think about when I'm singing it. Plus, it's got a cool bass part where it goes, each time I da-da-da-da-da-da, my baby. I love that.
My favorite song is probably Desperado, both because that was one of the first piano songs I ever played, and then also I remember my dad playing Eagles on the piano and guitar throughout growing up.
I think my favorite song is Sweet Judy Blue Eyes by Crosby, Stills and Nash. I really feel like it represents the spirit of the era, and the harmonies are absolutely amazing.
I don't so much have a favorite song as a favorite bunch of songs, and I have been singing along to Carole King since I was 5 years old. So everything that we're doing, from So Far Away to It's Too Late, I have great memories of road trips and blasting the music and singing at the top of my lungs and having no idea what I was singing, and then doing the same thing when I was in college, but very differently. Now we're back.
Anne's version of Dedicated to the One I Love. Sometimes there's a song that's better than the original recording, a choral arrangement, and I think that one really fits that bill.
I think Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, because it's a classic.
It's probably Ladies of the Canyon, but unfortunately I don't get to sing it, but I love Joni.
My 2 favorite songs from this show are California Dreaming and Feels Like Home. California Dreaming is such an iconic song, but our arrangement of this is just really cool and something that I haven't really heard other groups do before. And Feels Like Home is just such an emotionally rich song, and it brings back a lot of fond memories of TV soundtracks from my childhood. So
my favorite is I'm Still Standing, just because I love Elton John, and that was my era, and it's so upbeat and really fun. I wish I was dancing it, but I'm singing it, so I love that.
Cats in the Cradle is my favorite song because it makes me feel the most. And as a parent of a 3-year-old who is constantly asking for me to play with her, and I have to tell her, no, I'm working, no, I'm doing this, I'm like, okay, I guess I have to not be the epitome of that song. So she's not going to follow in my footsteps by ignoring her future.
It's really hard to decide which is my favorite song. There's so many. The songs that we're doing are really the soundtrack of my life. I love them all.
There's so much good music in this quarter, it's really hard to choose a favorite. I like the arrangement of Cats in the Cradle. I really feel very strongly that the message of Blowing in the Wind is very good right now. I think we need that.
My favorite is any Crosby, Stills and Nash songs that we sing, especially Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. And I also love the Heart of Gold that the guys sing. But I grew in college, we had a singing group and we would play Crosby, Stills and Nash over and over again and sing all the harmonies because we loved harmonizing. So totally my favorite. Plus, I also like When Will I Be Loved because we're dancing it and it's a great Western country, and unrequited love is, you know, the greatest theme, right? Okay.
My favorite song in the show is Feels Like Home, because singing in a choir feels like I'm home.
Our House, only because we did that years ago for my brother's wedding on flute and guitar.
It is almost impossible for me to pick a favorite song out of the repertoire we're doing because all of this music was so important to me as a preteen and a teen. This is the matrix in which I started developing my own taste in music. Somewhere between the ages of 10 and 12, Carole King's Tapestry album just kind of hit my life like a freight train and blew my mind. Joni Mitchell was a mainstay for me. Her early albums, Song to a Seagull and Ladies of the Canyon, were my companions throughout college. This music really showed me what the combination of thoughtful, poetic lyrics with melody, with harmony could become, and how profound pop music can be. And of the arrangements we're doing, the a cappella Cats in the Cradle just never fails to get goosebumps from me. And Joy to the World, Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog, is just so energetic and fun to sing with a big group. And I really hope we get some people singing along under their breath.
My favorite song to sing is Ladies of the Canyon. I think it's a really beautiful song and one that I wasn't as familiar with until we did it as a choir, and I think it's a really beautiful way that Joni Mitchell honored the different ladies of the canyon and their different talents.
So my favorite song is probably the Beautiful Medley, and not because I have a solo. In fact, the reason I tried out for the solo is because I love Carole King. And Tapestry is one of my desert island discs, and this medley comprises pretty much half the songs from that album.
My favorite song of this show is I'm Still Standing, because Aaron has done such a great job of choreographing that. It's just a high energy piece that's going to be a spectacular way to close the show.
Oh, probably California Dreamin', because I'm a first alto and it's not every day that we get the melody, so that's really fun and I love that. Most of the mamas and the papas set, actually. Y'all should go.